G'day guys, today we're taking a look at this HP Compaq 6530b business laptop from 2008. This unit is equipped with an Intel Core 2 Duo P8700 dual-core 64-bit CPU, which does support Intel's VTX, so you can run virtual machines on it. I think that's pretty cool just by itself. It's shipped with 2 gig of DDR2 RAM. I have put a second stick in, we'll pop it over in a second. And I've also put just a budget 120 gig SanDisk SATA SSD in there. Nothing fancy, just the cheapest one available at the time. It also has a 14.1 inch 1280 by 800 LCD, which I thought is an interesting resolution as well. But on this unit, the screen is completely dead. It's not the backlight, even with a torch, there's nothing on there. So screen's dead. We will have to plug it into life support, which external monitor, external keyboard and mouse, and also maybe some external speakers so you can hear it a bit better. So we'll turn it over. So removable battery, but it is cooked, as I mentioned. So yeah, no good. Single screw to take off the RAM cover, which is nice. And I have upgraded it to 4 gig of DDR2. It only has 2 slots, and maximum supported is 4 gig, so that's it. The first slot's just under this cover, but the second slot is on the other side of the motherboard, so you got to take all this out. It's a big job. I don't know why they put it in that spot when the rest of everything else is easy to get to, like the CMOS battery is just under the hard drive, just a 2032, nice and easy to get to. The wireless card right next to the RAM isn't a Bluetooth combo, it is just wireless, which was pretty standard back then. The Bluetooth was an optional extra, which is under this little cover here. Mine doesn't come with it, unfortunately. But yeah, pretty neat. Also, apparently, some of these models did ship with a 3G PCMCIA card, which again I don't have on this unit. But that would have let the users browse the web, yeah, away from home or away from internet, which is pretty good. As for ports, on the right-hand side, we have the Kensington lock slot, an RJ11 modem for dialing up to the internet back in the day, a DVD burner, which is pretty cool, 2 USB 2.0 ports, and a SD card reader. On the back, we've got an Ethernet port, a VGA port, and also an S-Video port, which is pretty cool. A lot of laptops didn't come with this. This was usually a business laptop feature, and I do believe you can plug this into a standard composite port if you don't have S-Video, so it would connect to a standard TV back in the day as well. Taking a look on the left, we've got our charging port, our fan exhaust, 2 more USB 2.0 ports, as well as a mini FireWire port. And on the far left, we have the PCMCIA card slot, which unfortunately I don't have any PCMCIA cards on me, so we can't test that today, but still neat to have in the future. Finally, on the front, we have our headphone jack and our microphone jack. They aren't combo ports, they are separate, which again, usually these days they are combined into one single port. Let's get Windows 10 installed on this and we'll see how it performs. We're on the Windows Tiny 10 64-bit desktop now. And as you can see, it is in fact the Core 2 Duo P8700, 2 logical cores, with our 4 gig of DDR2, which is, as you probably know, very, very old at this point. So we'll see if it's still usable. We'll start off with some YouTube playback, or full screen. We'll try one of my videos. Go to this one. And we'll start off with 1080. Let's pause it. Okay. So as you can see, we are dropping just under half the frame, so a bit laggy on 1080. This is standard bitrate, by the way, even though it says 1080-60, that's just what it's rendered in. Go down to 720-60, which again is standard bitrate. We're dropping a lot less frames now. Looks like about 20%, maybe 15%, 20%. Yeah, about 25%. So visually, it looks fine. There's no lag spikes or anything without us losing a little bit of information. I'd say this is definitely usable. We'll try it in a window, which is obviously a lot less intensive for the CPU. Whoops. There we go. And we're dropping about the same amount of frames. We're dropping a little bit less frames, actually. Dropping a lot less frames. So windowed mode is definitely usable. We'll try to go back to 1080 in window. Restart the video. Nah, 1080 is still laggy. So 720 is fine, which is what most people probably watch YouTube on anyway. And considering it's like a 16-year-old laptop, I think that's definitely reasonable, especially for a Core 2 Duo with DDR2. So we'll try some eBay next. Whoops. Again, it is tricky typing around the camera. We'll have a look for the HP 6530b. $50, bargain. So new batteries are fairly cheap, but probably not worth it. Even brand new, when it released, the battery life was only about an hour or two, according to reviews. So yeah, not worth putting a battery in. But eBay definitely works. We'll just go to we'll go to this one. It's one of the links. Yeah. So 720 YouTube playback's fine. Online shopping's fine. We'll try Twitch. And there we go. I'll turn my volume off now so I don't get copyright. We won't go to that one, it's a bit inappropriate. Go to Elder Scrolls. We'll try 1080. Nah, so it is struggling with the Twitch 1080. We'll go down to 720 standard. And yeah, 720 standard seems fine for Twitch. So as long as you keep online streaming to 720 standard, not high bitrate, definitely usable. We'll close out of that and we will try some games. We've got some Jump King here. It's a pretty low-end indie game, so I wasn't surprised that this runs, but again, it is a Core 2 Duo with DDR2, so interesting. Oops. Yeah, this seems perfectly smooth. I'm just seeing if there's any lag spikes at any point. I keep overshooting that jump. There we go, now we're gaming. Nope. See if we can make it up to the sewers first try. Nah. But yeah, Jump King definitely playable. Full speed, no lag. It was a little bit slow opening, maybe 20 seconds to load, but once it was loaded, worked perfectly. Next up we have Doom Eviternity, which is running in the zDoom engine. So we'll see how we go. Oops. So if you don't know, Eviternity is a pretty heavy mod. Doesn't usually run well on low-end systems. So it's good to see it running here. I usually use zDoom, which is a much visually nicer engine to play it in. but that runs on a lot of devices. You need a not too high-end computer, but a fairly decent computer to run this in high res in zDoom. Not sure if you can actually see anything. Turn the brightness up. It's a very dark game. So no issues with zDoom. Obviously, Doom 1, Doom 2, all that kind of stuff will work in this as well. But I just wanted to test a lot heavier WAD, and this works fine. I did try a few more newer games, like Turok Remastered, but unfortunately our graphics card is just too old. It doesn't support DirectX 10, anything newer than 9, and also OpenGL support's pretty spotty. So as you can see, OpenGL issue. It does look like it tries to load, but as soon as it starts to draw the screen, I'm guessing it dies. So that does limit the games you can play on this. So anything from sort of 2010 maybe and older will be fine. But yeah, anything that uses DirectX 10 or newer or OpenGL, yeah, it just won't work. So is this 16-year-old business laptop from 2008 sporting a Core2 Duo P8700 and only 4 gig of DDR2 RAM still usable in 2024? Surprisingly, yes. 720p online streaming seems to work fine, like reasonable. You do drop some frames, about 15-20% on average on YouTube, but visually, there's no stutters, there's no lag. You can't even notice the drop frames. So I'd say that's a win. Online browsing, online shopping, that's fine. I have tried split screen, so YouTube on the left and some online browsing on the right, and surprisingly, it worked fine as well, no issues. I did have to lower the video resolution to about 480p to do comfortable split screen just because of the RAM, but that works fine. Twitch playback 720p works fine, and some light gaming, old gaming, anything that requires DirectX 10 or higher or modern OpenGL, unplayable just because of the old graphics card. But if you could get a graphics dock in here, like an external graphics card, maybe through the MPCIe slot, then might have a bit of better luck. But currently I don't have the external dock or a graphics card, but definitely something interesting to try in the future. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching.